I'm here. You're here. We're all here. We're hoping that my microphone works now and that it sounds a little bit better. I might still have to turn up the gain. I can also talk really into it. But who knows? I literally just had to redo all my mic settings because I couldn't figure something out. So I said to do it all over again, and hopefully I was able to emulate it. If not, then it is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Anyways, let me pull up the chat and everything. Make sure that we're good to go. Sounds better. Good, good, good. Hello, hello. We should be back, folks. We should be back on the attack. Mama Black, Daddy Black, catch me in a Cadillac, you know? Cream on the inside, cream on the outside. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, paint job. Pulling up the chat so you guys can be seen. There we go. Let me fix that. Cool, 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 cool. I was like screaming into my microphone for like 10 minutes. Trying to make it work. This is your stream? Oh, well. Welcome. I hope you what am I supposed to do then? If this is your stream, then what am I doing here? You are on TV in the corner. I'm just gonna get right into it, folks. We got an hour before I gotta play BioShock. We're seeing how many streams I can do in one day, and this will be the second one. So BioShock, and then I have Repo. So let's get this show on the road. I'm not even gonna bother tweeting about it. Okay. The Ritvo Autism Asperger Diagnostic Scale Revised, RADSAR, is a self-report questionnaire, designed to identify adult autistics who escape diagnosis due a subclinical level presentation. So there's 80 statements, duration is 10 to 30 minutes. This is a screening tool. It was published in 2011. There's a paper about it. Take the test here. This is what this person thinks of it. All right, please read each statement below and choose the she's doing it. And choose the and choose the answer that best fits your experiences during social interactions. Okay. I am a sympathetic person. True now and when I was young. True only now. True only when I was younger than 16. Never true. I am a very sympathetic person, so I'm going to say true now and when I was young. I often use words and phrases from movies and television in conversations. True now and when I was young. I will definitely repeat phrases. Little vocal stems, as y'all know. I used to quote vines a lot more often than I used to. I am often surprised when others tell me I have been rude. Yes. I usually think I say something nicely, and then some people are like, no, that's actually rude. And I'm like, oh. Okay, I thought I was being considerate, but I guess sometimes I can be pretty blunt, is what I've been told, but I never thought it was bluntness. Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly and I'm not aware of it. Not really. Maybe true when I was younger because I didn't have confidence, so I was talked really quietly, but I'm just gonna say never true. I often don't know how to act in social situations. Because of working... Hello, Lilith. Thank you, Lilith. Oh, I'm gonna pee. Let me turn on I forgot to turn my desktop audio back on, so thank you for the reminder. But what am I doing? I often don't know how to act in social situations. I would say when I was... Before I worked at my retail job, I didn't have any social skills. So I'll say true when I was younger than 16. Although it was more like true way later than that, but I can put myself in other people's shoes. I can be quite empathetic, so I'll say true. I don't have any problems with empathy or sympathy. I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like you're the apple of my eye. I had a friend who just did not get expressions, and it wasn't like she was ESL or anything. And that was the way how we figured out that she was autistic, because she couldn't get expressions. So I'll say never true. I only like to talk to people who share my special interests. No, I can take interest in stuff that other people say. It's definitely an added bonus. I'd say when I was younger, I would probably only talk, but that's like, I feel like that's for a kid, like everybody would, because I'd be like, okay, wolves, warrior cats. I'll say when I was younger. I'd say when I was younger, yeah. I focus on the details rather than the overall idea. I don't need to take one of these. I'm 100% acoustic. For real, for real. Broly movie is for question 8. I focus on detail. I'll focus on the overall idea. Actually, no. I don't know. I focus on detail because I'll focus, like, it really depends for me on what the topic is. Because sometimes the overall idea will make me anxious. And so I find it easier to focus on the details and take it step by step. Unless it's a conversation and they're like telling me something and they're trying to get a overall idea, like a point across, then I can get that. So, and although sometimes I do hyperfixate on certain details of the conversation. So you're focusing on the details of this guy. Okay. That answers that. Okay. I always notice how food feels in my mouth. It's more important to me than how it tastes. I do have a thing with textures in my mouth. If something's mealy, like watermelon, like that's the reason I don't like watermelon, is because it's mealy. But I'll have like a watermelon drink. I don't like the mealiness, but I don't always notice that. So I'll say never true. I miss my best friends or family when we were apart for a long time. Weirdly enough, no. I would say when I was young. Now I self-isolate and I'm totally fine with that. Sometimes I offend others by saying what I am thinking, even if I don't mean to. Yeah, like I said, I'm blunt sometimes. I would say now. I don't really talk a lot when I was a kid. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me. True. I'd rather go out to eat in a restaurant by myself than with someone I know. I don't really mind either way. Like, you guys know I go out to a restaurant by myself. But I would probably rather go with a person, though. But I don't mind doing it by myself, you know? If it doesn't taste right. We're talking about texture, though, not taste. If it's taste, oh yeah, no, I won't. Like, I'm not autistic in the way, like, I'm not autistic, first of all. In the way that, like, I don't have, like, safe foods or anything. Like, I have favorite foods. Like, if I could choose, I would only eat seafood. But that's more just, like, a taste rather than, like, I feel safe eating this. Because I know that's a thing for people. But I don't mind going alone to a restaurant, to go back on the topic. So I'll say never true. I don't mind either way. I cannot imagine what it would be like to be someone else. Again, this has to do with empathy. I can put myself in other people's shoes. I'm not empathetic. I've been told that I'm clumsy or uncoordinated. True now when I was young. Others consider me odd or different. True now when I was young. I understand when friends need to be comforted. True. Only now. Or true when I was young. You know, I would say I was good at, like, I was the listener. People would come to me for advice, or that if they needed comfort, you know. So I'm gonna say true now when I was young. I'm very sensitive to the way my clothes feel when I touch them. How they feel is important to me more than how they look. For me, I have OCD, so I have to be matching in certain ways, and I have to coordinate my outfits a specific way, or I feel really uncomfortable. Although there are certain textures I don't like on clothes, and I can't wear them. Like, I don't like, I don't have anything that's like of that material. I have one pair of pants that I barely wear because I don't like the material. It's like that. It's like a sports athletic wear material, and it's like, I can't even think about it. I can't remember. I'll say never true. Because I prefer how they look over. I don't know, man. Yeah, these questions are unspecific. It's difficult. Because I'm like, yes, but no. Like, you know? I like to copy the way certain people... Yes. I do mask a lot. I do mimic people often. It can be intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at the same time. This used to be the case when I was young. But then I worked at my retail job and I had to help multiple customers. It's fine. I have to act normal to please other people and make them like me. True now when I was young. I was very weird and I realized that I was weird, but I noticed that I was weird, so I would act like other people. So that's true. Meeting new people is usually easy for me. Yes. When I was younger, not so much. I would say true only now. Wait, I feel like I might have... Yeah, I did that when I was younger. Yeah. So I would say true only now. When I was younger, hell no. Could not talk to new people. I would say true only now. Yeah, for that. I get highly confused if someone interrupts me when I'm talking about something. Yes. I'm like, what? And it was difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling when we are talking. No, I can understand how people feel. I like having a conversation with several people, for instance, around a dinner table at school. I would rather not. I don't like having... I don't like... If I didn't have... I can talk to multiple people, but if I have the choice, I don't want to. If it's streaming, it's different. Did she find out if she was autistic yet? No. I take things too literally, so I often miss what people are trying to say. No, I can usually guess the nuances through things. It is very difficult for me to understand someone's embarrassed or jealous. No, I can understand that. So in ordinary textures don't bother. Yes, I would say true. I don't like certain textures. I get extremely upset when I like to... Yes, this is... I have something called adjustment disorder, which is usually a comorbidity with something else. And usually for my psychologist chalked it up to anxiety. But I will have a breakdown if I have something, like, if I have an expectation and it's not going to be met, or if I go to do it and I can't do it, like if I'm thinking about something like, oh, I can't wait to do this all day, and then I get there and I can't do it, I will literally shut down. So it's really, really tough for me. That's also an OCD thing though. So I've never wanted or needed to have what other people called an intimate relationship. I have to agree with this. Like, when I was younger, I wasn't that girl who was just like dreamed of getting married or like dreamed of having boyfriends. It was never a priority for me. Like, it's probably nice to have a companion and stuff, but it's not really a priority of mine. Like, I'm kind of fine by myself. And although, like, sometimes, you know, as a woman, I'm like, oh, I wish I had a boyfriend. But like, it's like, but in terms of like intimacy, like, I'm TMI, but like, I have gone like years without doing anything to myself because I'm fine. Like, I don't have to. It's not like necessary. But I don't know if that's because of like depression and shit. So I will say true now and when I was young for that. Yeah. It's difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. I need to keep going until I am finished. Yes. I say truly now though, because I didn't have to talk to anybody when I was younger. I speak with a normal rhythm. Do I speak with a normal rhythm? Do I speak with a normal rhythm? Do I speak normally? I think I speak pretty normally. I don't think that I have any particular, like I'm not talking, like, I know I act chuny sometimes, but I'm not like, what are you doing? Ooh, don't hurt my kitten. Like, I don't talk like that. Although I've been told by people sometimes that I act like that. I'll say never true. The same sound, color, texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull. No. I don't know what that means. I don't like repetitive noises. I don't know the same sound, color, texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull. You just change your rhythm while explaining, though. I think, though, that's because I also pause and talk, like, when I'm talking, because I'm thinking about what I'm going to say next. I don't know. Someone talking can get really loud or quiet for you. No, I don't think so. I'll say never true for that. The phrase, I've got you under my skin, makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, that sounds terrible, because I have dermatillomania. If you don't know what dermatillomania is, it's you have this compulsion to pick at your skin, and for me it's because I feel like I have things under my skin, and so that makes me really anxious and I need to get it out. So I'm gonna say true right now, although I don't think I'm saying, well, I had dermatillomania since I was like a toddler, so I'll say when I was young. Sometimes the sound of a word or high-pitched note, yes, true. I am understanding, yes. I do not connect with characters in movies and cannot feel what they feel. No, I can do that. I cannot tell if someone's flirting with me. I can't. I remember a friend told me that there was a bunch of guys in high school that had crushes on me, and I had no idea. I can't tell when someone's flirting. Like, and you've probably seen me, like, even with like streaming with the girls and stuff. Sometimes it kind of just goes over my head, or sometimes I just don't reciprocate in terms of like just playing off of like, you know, just like being silly with each other. Sometimes I will, but it takes me a while to cut into it. Oh, welcome to members, Mayu. Thank you. So I will say no. I can see in my mind exact detail. Yes, I do not have like that thing where you can't see things in your head, so I can see things exactly the way. Like, I don't have any difficulties with that. Synthesis, no. I don't have aphantasia. I keep a list of things that interest me, even if they, yeah. Wait. No, I don't keep lists. I'm not a list person. Historical facts, though, that sounds... I don't know if Elden Ring lore counts. I don't write that stuff down. I just like to listen to it. Yeah, I don't think I'm a list person. I don't think I've ever been a list person. When I feel... Yes. I didn't even have to read that. When I feel overwhelmed, I have to. I can't. I have told people, hey, if we get into an argument or if I'm not feeling well, if you don't hear from me from a couple of days, don't take it personally. I need to be by myself. I like to talk things over with my friends. Not really. I usually bottle stuff up inside. So I'll say but I'll say true now because I'm working on it and I've definitely improved. So I'll say true now. When I was younger, I didn't talk to anyone about anything. I cannot tell if someone is interested or bored with what I'm saying. I can usually tell when someone's bored with what I'm saying, and I usually shut down because it makes me sad. So I'll say never true. It can be hard to read someone's face, hand, and body movements when they're talking. No, I can read body language pretty well. The same thing like closer temperature feel very different to me at different times. I don't think so. Oh, like if I wear clothes one day and I don't like how it feels the next day. No, I'm fine. I feel very comfortable with dating or being so. No. Well, I don't care. It's just that I don't really care about it. I can be in social situations with others. You know, and I had a little cheeky boyfriend in middle school. We dated for a week. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we ever broke up, so I actually might be still taking guys. I was 10. Oh no! So I think that's fine. I try to be as helpful as I can when other people tell me the personal problems. Yes. People usually come to me for that reason because I'm usually a very good listener and I give decent advice, and I'm usually seen as like older sister type. I've been told I have an unusual voice, for example, flat, monotone, childish, or high-pitched. My voice changes depending on how I'm feeling. I have been called out by friends to stop talking in my streamer voice. Because sometimes I'll be like, hey guys, and they're like, can you not talk like that? But I didn't do that when I was younger. I never talked with like a monotone. Actually, that's a lie. I did talk with a monotone a lot when I was younger. I was either hyper emotional or not emotional at all. Why can't I talk? I don't think I have an unusual voice. Sometimes a thought or subject gets stuck in my mind. I have to talk about it, even if yes. I've like literally. I was like, I needed to talk about God when the cold. What am I drinking? I'm drinking peanut butter Oreo coffee. I do use certain things with my hands over and over, like flapping, twirling sticks or strings, or waving things by my eyes. I do this thing. I don't know if I did it when I was younger. I take my my index finger and my thumb. And hold on. No, I don't have my camera on. I took it off. I do this thing where I tap each finger against my thumb and I go back and forth, especially when I'm anxious. I don't know if you guys can understand. So like I tap my finger against my thumb, I tap my middle finger against my thumb, I tap my ring finger against my thumb, and then I tap my pinky against my thumb, and then I go back, then I go the opposite direction. So I'll do that. Or I don't know, like sometimes I feel like I say now I do that. I did not, because of masking and stuff, I would not physically stand. And then I move a lot. But again, I'm smacking my microphone, sorry. I probably don't have autism. I probably have ADHD. So I move a lot. I remember I told you guys a story. I was waiting for my food at a restaurant that I ordered to pick up. And somebody asked me if I had kids because I was bouncing. And I was moving from foot to foot. And I'm like, no, why do you say that? And they're like, oh, it's like you bounce like you have a kid on your hip. Like, do you have any younger siblings? And I'm like, no, I just have to keep moving. I just have to keep moving, man. But yeah. I have never been interested in what most people I know consider interesting. I definitely, like, I was not like, me growing up, I was books, wolf role, high fantasy books, wolf role playing, warrior cats. Now it's Elden Ring and VTubing. So I don't know. And like, I don't purposefully go, warrior cats. So I guess that's true. Like, I was not like the girl growing up like, oh, I like One Direction and Taylor Swift, or I like this type of music, or like I like this sport, or blah blah. Like, I was not. I wasn't a popular person for that reason, because I didn't really have in common with a lot of people. Do you know how hard it is to make friends with people? Like, the only thing that I like had in common was the common denominator with my friends in school was that we all liked anime or K-pop. But like, again, back in my day, those things weren't cool. So they still aren't. No, I'm kidding. I'm considered compassionate. I would like to say so. I get along with other people following a set to help me look normal. Yes, true now. It is difficult for me to work and function in groups. I can work and function in a group. When I'm talking to someone, it's hard for change the subject. If the person does so, I can get really upset and confused. Yes. I get really irritated when someone randomly change. I will call someone out if they'll be like, we'll be talking about the weather, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, then there's a guy that got like did this and I'm like, why are you talking? We're literally like, I'll even call people out in the chat. I'm like, why are you changing the subject? We're talking about this. Shut up. Sometimes I have to cover my ears to block out painful noises. Sorry, I thought I was hearing a weird noise. I can't tell if it's a human or a dog. You guys can't hear it because it's going to be filtered out, but I can hear it. That's really weird. Hello, hello. I don't think so. I can handle that. I can chat. I can make small talk. Sometimes things that should feel painful or not. True. I have a very high pain tolerance because of my dermatillomania. It's very hard. I also like the pain, so... You know, I'll say not true. Because I hit my elbow yesterday and that hurt. But I do have a high pain tolerance, though. When talking to someone, I have a hard time. So you guys saw that in one of my pictures, I have a tattoo on my back. That took 3 hours. I fell asleep. I was perfectly fine. When talking to someone, I have a hard time telling when it's my yes. It was brought to my attention by my gen mates that I interrupt a lot, and it's hard for me to I'll say true now because I don't know if I did that when I was younger. No, I definitely interrupted people when I was younger. Yeah. Because I couldn't tell when the natural breaks in conversation were and you know that thing when you have ADHD and you just like need to get your point across before you forget it, and like I do that too. How about inflicting? Yes, that too. I'm considered a loner. No, I don't think I'm a loner. I speak in a normal tone. Do I speak in a normal tone? Sometimes, again, I would say I usually speak in a normal tone. Yeah. I'm not constantly sounding weird. Okay. I like things to be exactly the same day after day, and even small changes yep. I'm probably gonna have a breakdown when I move. How to make friends and socialize is a mystery to me. No, I can handle that. It calms me to spin around or to rock in a chair. Yes, I do like rocking. Rocking makes me feel good. The phrase, he wears his heart on his sleeve, does not make sense to me. I did have to Google that when I was younger because I didn't know what it meant. So I say, I'd never understood that expression until I finally Googled it. So I'll say when I was younger, I guess. I never, because, so like Marina and the Diamonds, How to Be a Heartbreaker. She says, never wear your heart on your sleeve, wear it on your cheek. And I'm like, oh, the expression like wear your heart on your sleeve. I'm like, I don't know what that means. And then I'm like, what does it mean when you wear it on your cheek? And so it like really frustrated me. So I'll say true when I was younger. If I'm in a place where there are many smells, textures, feeling, noises, or bright lights, I feel anxious or frightened. If it's bright lights, no, I'll say never true, because I'm okay at like a concert. But that's because it's a controlled environment and I know what's going to happen. I'm going to say never true. I can tell someone means something else. Yeah. I can understand that stuff. I like to be by myself as much as I can. I'd say when I was younger, I only wanted to be by myself. Now, I can usually... Well, true now and when I was young, sometimes. Because I usually would prefer to be by myself. Because I don't like dealing with people. And I've canceled plan. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. Keep my thoughts stacked in my memory like they are on filing cards. Pick up the one. Nope. I don't remember anything. Same time as even though I know it's changed. No. Enjoy spending time eating and talking with my family and friends. Sure. I do. I can't tolerate things. Yeah, nope. I can't. I don't like to be hugged or held. I don't like to be touched. That I barely can hug my parents. I'm very uncomfortable in my body. So I will say true now when I was young. I do, like, I know a lot of people's love language is physical touch. Mine is not physical touch. Mine is acts of service and quality time. I don't have to be, like, touching you. If we're just sitting on the couch together and you're over there and I'm over here, I'm okay with that. I can cuddle, but sometimes the pressure and the heat and all that stuff, it gets too much. And I'll be like, get off me. Like, I can't do it. Like, you know those friends that kind of just like lounge all over each other? I am not that friend. Like I have like Olive and Salem are very like, hey girl, like, and then like hug you and like hang out all over you if we're watching like a movie at one of their houses and stuff, like, you know, snuggle up on the couch. I get really uncomfortable for some reason. She's more comfortable beating you up with, weirdly enough, jujitsu, I was okay. But with normal, like, affectionate touch, it was weird for me. I don't know why that is. When I go somewhere, I have to follow a familiar route, or I get very, yeah. I don't have any sense of direction, and I have to go the same way. I have to. If I go a different way. But again, that's OCD. Like, I feel like something bad's gonna happen. It is difficult to figure out what other people expect of me. I usually can tell. I like to have close friends. I say yeah, I guess. People tell me that I give too much detail. Yeah. I'm often told that I ask embarrassing questions. Do I ask embarrassing questions? What about my cats? I don't know. My cats are different. I can snuggle with my cats. It's weirdly enough that's different. I don't think I ask embarrassing questions. Yeah, okay. I tend to point out other people's mistakes. I definitely do. As you guys saw, I pointed out Immy when she said pronunciation wrong. She's like, I'm like, pronunciation. But I blame my father for that. Is this personality? This is the autism test. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? We're gonna see if I'm autistic. I don't remember. I've taken this before, but I can't remember my score. I'm probably, so this is what I'm gonna guess that I land on. I'm probably gonna be 90. I'm probably gonna be in the 90 to like 100. Okay. Yeah. Oh. All right. Okay. See, stronger indications of autism, though non-autistics may score as high. This is the mean. So I am 20 points away from the mean score of autism. So I'm not autistic. I'm not autistic, guys. I'm not autistic. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you guys were hoping so bad I'd be autistic, but I'm not autistic. I have OCD and probably undiagnosed ADHD, and that's probably why. No VTuber is autistic. We're cured. And that's probably why I have a lot of overlap with autism stuff on the autism spectrum, but I know I'm not autistic. OCD and ADHD twins. I'm definitely tism light. But yeah, because like for me, I'm okay with, like, I would say I had autism if I had issues in social situations. I don't have issues in social situations. When I was younger, I had issues in social situations because I had social anxiety. But now that I'm older, I've gotten over my social anxiety. So if I still suffered from those things, probably I'd probably say that I was autistic. I was also tested for autism. They said I didn't have it. So when I was younger, like most kids are. However, I was not tested for ADHD. Because my mom's like, oh, she's not autistic. She can't have ADHD. Yeah, again, girls are so much more hyper. It's so hard to diagnose girls with autism and ADHD because we are so hyper aware of social norms. We know how to mask so easily. It's only because that I live alone in my house now and I'm able to do whatever I want without trying to impress my parents or impress like friends or anything that I realize how fucked up I actually am. Like, and that is the only, I had a friend over and she moved like some stuff around in my cabinet. My parents moved stuff around in my cabinets when I was after I got out of the hospital, and I was so pissed. I literally freaked out, and I never freak out. I'm like, I don't know where anything is now. You ruined my entire freaking setup. But again, that's like OCD and ADHD and all this stuff. I was floored. And I don't know if I ever told you guys how like I had a mental breakdown because I was looking forward to going home after school and eating Oreos. And then my dad had eaten all the Oreos and I literally was screaming, crying at him because it was the expectation that I would get these Oreos and that expectation was not met and I'm going to have a breakdown. Like my parents are like, why are you being so dramatic? I'm like, this is life or death. Okay. This is life or death. Definitely crashed out. Okay. Let's do another one. What's the other one that people do? Hold on. Let me, it's like I forget what it's called. Hold on. You're going to see darkness. Is this psychopathy? Is a psychopathy spectrum test? Is it this one? It's the IDR Labs one. Tests. Sonic test. Sexual test. There you go. Antagonism test, DSM test, love test, gender test. We can take another autism test. Jung type test. Dark core. Is it a dark core test? Alignment test. Attachment test. What the fuck is the dark triad test? Rorschach test. Zodiac test. Let's do the ADHD test. Okay. I blurt things out in conversations not really knowing what I say or what. Yeah, sometimes. Others have been surprised or shocked because of my unpredictable actions. Not really. I find myself avoiding tasks. Yep. Yes. There's a racism test. People often expect me to know or understand things that might be stranger and nonsensical to me. Yep. My mind often wanders during conversations or lectures. Yep. As a child, I tend to get overly excited, become overly passive from exposure to bright lights, loud sounds, and other stimuli. Not really. Yes, I lose everything. I often feel frustrated and just misunderstood. Yes. I usually become verbally or physically aggressive when I'm angry. Yes. Even crucial appointments tend to slip my mind. Yes. When I think a task is too hard or confusing for me to handle, I often give up. Yes. As a child, it was hard for me to perform balance-based activities such as gymnastics. Actually, yes, I was in gymnastics and it was hard for me. Others have told me that I talk excessively. Yes. It takes me a long time for me to calm down after experiencing intense emotions. Yes. I have to sleep fully. Yes. I often forget to run errands or do. Yeah. Others have told me I tend to bun over again. I Oh, it wasn't that bad. I'll put it in the middle. Yeah. I don't know if this is true. I'd have to ask my mom that, so I'm gonna say disagree. Off the rant about incision. I don't think so. Yep. Sometimes I get too into the details, and sometimes I don't get into the details at all. So I'll say neutral. Often, yep. I don't. My mom would say to give me instructions to do something specifically, and I don't want to do it. I just can't. I don't think that's not really a thing. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I can remain one place. Oh, aren't you funny?
Flowerhead tipped $4.20. Shibi. I'm sorry, but I don't think you need to take a test for this. We already know the answer.
Thank you. I have trouble regulating my emotions. I'm also not paying attention. I'm very forgetful. Is that 100? I'm choking. At least I'm not developmentally delayed. Silver lining. I'm not developmentally delayed. Oh. Homophobia test. Food test. There's another ADHD test I can take. Gossip Girl test. Borderline test? Is this like borderline personality disorder? Eating test? Guys, what test should I take? I'm not taking the Dom sub test. Avengers test. Sexual wife test. Wait. Let's do the wife test. I want to rate myself. You guys want me to take the racism test? Okay, I'll take the racism test afterwards. The wife never goes to bed angry, always makes up first. Wait, am I already a wife? I probably would want to make up before we go to bed. The wife doesn't like children. I'm indifferent towards children. Is a good hostess. I'm okay. Often has crooked seams in her hose. Never. Never. I'm jolly and gay. I cannot play a musical instrument. Personally, I would definitely put the children to bed often. Goes to bed with curlers in her hair or lots of face cream. Does my bonnet count? Puts her cold feet on the husband. Yep, I would definitely do that to you. I have cold feet. Flirts with other men. No, gross. Is religious. I don't really care. If my kids were like, I want to learn about Jesus, I'd be like, sure, do whatever you want. Is a backstreet driver? No, not really a backseat driver. I don't know where I am half the time. Ask husband. Yeah, I would ask you guys. Hey, how should we do this? Where's red nail polish? I'm literally wearing burgundy nail polish right now, so yes. Is slow coming to bed? I don't know, I stay up late, so I would say yeah. Fails to set on buttons or darn socks regularly. I don't know what the fuck that means. Wait. To say often. I can carry an interesting conversation pretty often. I can have meals ready on time. Dresses for breakfast? No. Is often... Fuck. I'm not really a jealous person. Okay, fine. Lets the husband sleep late. Yeah, you can sleep late. Go ahead, honey. Ew, I would never wear soiled or ragged dresses or aprons around the house. What? I'm a failure as a wife? What the fuck, man? Whatever. Let's just see if I'm racist. Where's the racism test? Where'd it go? I think I went too far. White people have a duty to educate themselves on the racist actions of their forebears. Yes, I do believe so. It's okay to ask non-whites if they know a friend, coworker, or classmate of yours who's... Wait, what? It is okay to ask non-whites if they know a friend or coworker. No!
Funny.
Flowerhead tipped $4.20. Don't worry, we still love our wife failure Dom Shibi.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It is okay to portray non-whites in Western movies in accordance with racial stereotype. No! Western history books should take care to stress the contributions of non-whites to Western civilization. I would say yes. You'd be surprised about how many non-whites have done stuff like that. Okay, by the way, if you're watching this, I'm biracial. I'm half black, just for context. It is okay to assume people mostly have friends that share their own ethnicity. It really depends on the culture, to be honest with you, and where you live. Because I live in a predominantly Spanish area, so I am going to assume that most people in this area have Spanish friends. So I'm going to leave that neutral. It is okay to make jokes about the food that is served in restaurants owned by non-whites. Dog meat and Asian... I don't mind and now you can't see him doing air quotes, racist joke if it's self-deprecating. If it's self-deprecating, then it's funny to me. It is okay to portray non-whites in commercials actively subserviently to... I don't like the wording for these, bro. I don't like the wordings for these because it is okay, but this is like insinuating that it's like actually a slavery thing. But if it's a commercial and it's like clearly like a stereotype going on, then that's not okay. But if it's just like, oh, a Asian person is a maid in a house and the family is white, like that's fine. But if it's like the stereotype of like a very Spanish like cleaning lady, then that's stupid to me. You know? I'm gonna put that in neutral. I don't, you know, it really depends. It is okay to assume the kitchens and restaurants are owned by non-whites. No, that's not cool. I'm gonna disagree. It is not okay to assume that. It is legitimate for Western countries. This is just gonna show you I'm not racist at all, by the way. It is legitimate for Western countries to impose stricter immigration restrictions on people from non-white countries than they do for immigrants from white countries.
Oh, aren't you funny?
Flowerhead tipped $4.20. Shibi, I need you to be completely honest. Would HareM pass this test?
I'm sorry, I called you guys HareM, and I'm like, who the fuck is HareM? But it's harem. I forget that the TTS calls you HareM. No, you guys would be all like, what? I think you guys wouldn't pass. I don't think you guys would be like, which makes me sad. But it's like, I don't know what the fan base I have attracted. I know like some of you guys are very like right wing, and then some of you guys are very left wing. And I don't care either way because this is VTubing. I don't give a shit as long as you're not hurting other people. I'm not here to talk about politics. I don't agree with these things. And maybe sometimes necessary for Western governments to detain and investigate non-whites for actions without arouse suspicion if done by white. It is offensive to ask non-whites if they can teach you sports the people of the you know, because you guys know that I'm tall. I was so sick in high school about being asked if I could teach people basketball. I suck at basketball. This is me personally. It is offensive to ask non-whites where they are really from. But it's not offensive to me. I just know that you're ignorant. Because people have been like, oh, where are you from? And I'm like, America. They're like, no, where are you from? I'm like, New England. They're like, no, like, where are you from? And I'm like, oh, my ethnicity? Oh, I'm Haitian and a bunch of other white races. Like, I guess. Ew, she's a Yankee. So I don't really take offense to that. Because it's not, I don't really feel like it's racism. It's just ignorance. You know? There's a difference between ignorance and racism. I don't think minorities in the West are historically the target of no, that's slavery existed. And like, I also think of like Asian internment camps and, you know, the Holocaust and a bunch of other stuff. It is okay to assume non-whites live up to the racial stereotypes. Black people are good at sports. Asian are good at... I don't believe that. I'm going to disagree with that. It is offensive to suggest that all people of the same non-white ethnicity look alike. It is. It is definitely... It is okay to portray non-white characters in TV shows as speaking poor or heavily accented English. That's fine. I get, like, it really depends on the context of what I'm watching. If it's like something really stereotypical of like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a terrible example right now. If it's like something stereotypical as like someone's in a Chinese restaurant and the lady is speaking like broken English because she's really Chinese, but they're making like a caricature of her, then yes, that's offensive. If it's just like, oh, we are you're talking to someone from a different country and they speak bad English and but it's not part of the overall thing, then that's fine. Like, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna say neutral. Racism in Western countries is most... Lamau, no, it's not. As someone, my model is barely brown, and I still and freaking no, racism still exists. It's so obvious. It's offensive to tell non-whites that they speak English. I get this constantly, and it pisses me off. You don't talk black. You speak, you talk pretty well for being black. You're not one of the annoying black people that talk like hood or like gangster. Like, I fucking hate that shit. Because it's like, it's either your environment, and that's why people who are white can be in environments where people speak a certain way. And they can speak hood and everything, but people say like, oh, it's not... I could get to a whole thing about this right now. I'm not going to. It's okay to portray minorities in commercials. No! No! It is not okay! It is offensive to suggest non-whites that they look like celebrities who... I went to the airport when I was younger with my parents. And this group of people came up to us because they thought my dad was Big Papi. And people thought my dad was Michael Jordan one time because my dad's really tall. And then my dad gets mistaken for footballers a lot. So I personally think it's funny. I don't really think it's offensive. I don't think it's offensive. I think it's funny. Population average. What does this mean? Gender racism measures the belief in racial stereotypes and racial group identities. Okay. So I've scored lower. 15%, 18%. What? I am not racist. Yeah. Fuck racists. I'm less racist than average. I think it's because I put things in the neutral. Or again, it's all context. And I associate a lot of the questions. Some of them were more ignorant versus actual racism. Is this the one where... Can I please accept this? Is this the one where it's like... I'm trying to find the one that's like histrionic personality disorder, narcissism, psychopathy. Which one is that one? I'll do one more before I... Ooh, I'd be like a... I can be like a... I can be, like a philosopher. Is it the dark core? Dark triad? Hold on, I'm just gonna double check that it is. Don't look, don't read it. No, it's not this one. It's not this one. It's a different one. It has the pie shape. Is it the dark triad then? No, it's not this one. Where is it? Is it the borderline test? La 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 la. I can't chase this next button. What the frick? This isn't it. The poo test. Attachment test. Anxiety traits. Is it this one? The dark traits? No. Rorschach. Subculture chest. Ooh. What am I if I am the jock nerd or prep goth? Should we do this one? Which one should I do, guys? Debating and discussing complex ideas and theories of... Yes. The darker, more mysterious aspects of life are fascinating, worthy of exploration. Yes. Participating in fandom communities and conventions is a great way to connect with like-minded. That's true, but I don't like them. Life is often unpredictable and chaotic, and that's what part of makes it interesting. I don't like that. Classic timeless fashion is always in style. True dat. Family is a source of pride and support and should be respected and cherished. Sure. High quality, understated luxury goods are tasteful ways signaling on success. I don't really fucking care about that. Emotional intensity and introspection are more important. Yep, I like that. Good grooming and clean cut appearance is crucial for making a good impression. I agree. Death, the supernatural, and macabre hold a certain allure and beauty. I agree. Winning is everything. The pursuit of victory should be... I do like winning. I'm very competitive. Mental and physical toughness are necessary for overcoming challenges and achieving success. Yes. Luxury is a core principle when it comes to my material. I don't really care about luxury. Tradition and etiquette are important to uphold. I don't really care about tradition and etiquette. I usually think some things are archaic. Fantasy, science fiction, comic books. Yeah, baby. Physical fitness and competition are important. Yep, I agree with this. Rejecting social norms is a key aspect of personal freedom. I agree with this. Traditional marriage, gender roles, and expressions of masculinity important should be celebrated. Fuck that shit. I don't care. Men should be able to do whatever the fuck they want without society pressuring them into how they should be. If you need to cry, cry. You want to be a dark, be a dark. You want to be a dog, bark, bark. Wait, no, I'm trying to think of that fucking. Is it a TikTok? Often find myself absorbed in haughty. Yes. Not model building. I need to get more Gunpla. I feel a strong connection to online communities and forums. No. Gaming offers great opportunities. I agree. Pain and sacrifice are necessary for achieving greatness. I do agree with this. What? You are 37.3% goth, 37.3% nerd, placing you to the LARP category. What? Normie. I've actually never... No, wait. I've been to... One of my core memories is going to... like a Ren fair. And I fucking love... I've never actually, like... LARPed before, but Ren fairs are the closest thing I've gone to, and it was so fun. It was so fun. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more. I'm only playing BioShock for like 5 seconds. Guys, I don't know if I want to play BioShock today. No, I got to play BioShock. Potential? I don't want to see that potential. The idea that people can be sorted into distinct archetypes in the masculine social hierarchy has been... Wait, what? Is this going to be like, am I Sigma or Alpha? Hold on, I need to see this. Wait, I know which test we can take. I'm going to take the Omegaverse test. Oh! Delta male. This is it. Hold on, there's another one. There's another one. Omegaverse quiz. All right, you ready? I'm gonna move you guys over here where people can barely see what you're saying because of the text on the side. Okay, what's your ideal partner? Honestly, funny. I like funny people. Can I click multiple? Oh, I can. Okay. Funny. Tender. I guess that's fine. I guess. Where would you go for a first date? Not going to their house. That sounds like I'm gonna get killed. Ooh, aquarium or the zoo would be cute. Yeah. You're doing Kahoot with a group and your partner. Do you let them win? No. I will kick their ass into next Tuesday. I don't see why not. If it makes them happy, I will. Them winning is disrespectful. Absolutely. No, I will kick their ass into next Tuesday. You ask someone out on a date, do you pay? They're not allowed to pay. You're not paying. How do you spend your free time? Reading fan fiction, writing, drawing, hands-on activities, being active. Is there gaming? Is there gaming? No? Okay, I guess that. When you play open world games, Minecraft or Ark, what do you enjoy doing? Pet collecting. What's your favorite color? I like pink. I don't like neon. I like pastels. Yeah. You find out your group have a group chat excluding you. What do you do? I cry. I probably would talk it over with them. Cause like that's happened and I've usually just ignored it or I've just been like, hey, why wasn't I invited? Oh, because of this. Oh, okay, I don't really care. What website do you spend most of your time on? Probably YouTube or Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. Pick your idea, superpower. Shape shifting, because I want to be able to turn into things. I like the shape shifting power. Do you platonically flirt with your friends? I don't. I will usually only do it if my friends start to do it first, so they don't feel bad. How do you handle stress? I'll abuse others. No. Ignore it. It'll go away eventually. Yep. What's your role in the group project? I do whatever needs to be done. Yeah. Dogs or cats? I like both. I have 2 cats, but I like both dogs and cats. You need to go out late at night to do the store. It's pitch black and the streetlights are the only source of light. What do you do? Why the fuck am I going alone? I'll probably go. Like, I'm not really scared of that stuff. If somebody tries to jump me, I'll just kill them. You're sitting in class and your teacher is being frustrating. How do you handle it? Yell at them and walk out way more dramatically than necessary. I usually just ignore it. Or I'll talk to a friend. I'll be like, oh my god, why is Miss Teacher being a bitch? But I'd usually probably just ignore it, to be honest with you. What's your favorite? Where's the... Yeah, where's his mine? Where's the ooh-woo face? Are you kidding me? I would use ooh-woo. This is the closest thing. Which country would you move to? I'm assuming a Romanian made this. I'd move to New Zealand. Or Norway. I'd move to New Zealand. What color is math? Math is... Ooh. Math is... Red was history. Blue was biology for me. I'm gonna say green. I know people are like, but no, green is biology. No. Do you like Andrew Tate? No, he's a piece of shit loser. What type of clothing do you wear the most often? Slutty as shit on God's green earth. I want to be the most fuckable bitch at the grocery store. I wear misogyny. Whatever I have, and it looks good, obvi. Probably whatever I have. Favorite trope? There was only one bed. Found family, enemies to lovers, bully to lover. I hate miscommunication. Yandere. Arrangement. No, I like enemies to lovers. Which of these fanfics would you read based on the tags? Major character death, angst, hurt no comfort, found family, terminal. No, this sounds terrible. Comfort no house, sick fic, wing fic, tooth rotting. Ew. Graphic depictions of kidnapped Stockholm syndrome, no hurt. I'd probably do that one. Trainers to lovers, chat. No beto, we delete. This one. You're walking through. How many questions are there? I'm only halfway. You're walking through a public space and see someone beating up an innocent person. It's just you there. It's just you three there at the moment. And the attacker looks to be more muscular than you. What do you do? I step up. Honestly, I step in and I try to make the attacker back off. I'm not the type of person who's gonna stand by and let people get fucked up. What do you do if you're sick and have a prior engagement? I'll probably just stay home and reschedule. Someone is yelling at you for something you didn't do. How do you reply? Beat them up and call them slurs. I wait for them to get done. Yeah, I'll do that. You're on the internet and someone managed to get yourself into an internet argument about something you're coming to realize you're clearly wrong about. How do you handle it? Edit a Wikipedia page. I will admit that I'm wrong. What's your opinion on Elon Musk? Hell yeah, comedy is illegal on Twitter. Wow, can I get something like that's neutral? Like, I don't really care about him. I guess I'll put he's a massive loser. Your friend comes out to you. How do you respond? I'm gayer. Not a competition. LMAO, okay. You're gay? That's kind of gay. You know what I mean? I already know, dumbass. Probably that. I've had a friend that came out to me and I'm like, I thought we already talked about this. What is your favorite genre of television books? Fantasy. If you're stranded on an island and can only bring one thing, what would that be? Book. Gun. Swiss Army knife would actually go hard. I'm gonna do Swiss. I'm gonna be smart. Give me that shit. You stumble upon a dead body on the side of the road. Quick glance tells you you're alone. What do you do? I eat it. Hide the body myself. Leave it there. It's not my problem. I'm gonna call the cops. What are you talking about? Which aesthetic do you vibe with the most? What the hell is solar punk? Crowcore, Gremlin. What the fuck are these? What is glitchcore? Cyberpunk, not the game. Monochromatic, minimalism. I don't know, probably like alternative because I would dress like this, but I also would dress like dark academia and kawaii, so I guess I'll do this one. What are you most afraid of? Failure. It's not here. Failure's not here. Honestly, rejection, abandonment, betrayal, and loneliness are all up there for me. Oh wait, can I go back? I guess I put loneliness. Can I go back, please? I'm not scared of being lonely. That's not true. Actually, get rid of that. I don't care about if someone betrays me, then fuck them. So rejection. I'm saying abandonment. Someone abandons me. What time of day? I like nighttime. Twilight. You've been invited to a potluck. Congratulations. What do you bring? I'm invited. No, I usually bring a drink. I usually bring drinks, but I'll bring dessert. You've been supplied with a whiteboard and whiteboard marker. What's the first thing you draw? A penis. Big titty woman. I'm drawing a dick. 100%. I've never even heard of solar punk. Text your best friend partner group chat right now. I'm serious. Ask them if you're a cat. They're going to say I'm a cat girl. I already know this. Which of these images resonates with you the most? Oh, that fucking guy. This. Bra moment. Driving home. Penis. These all resonate. I'm gonna see the cat. Hi, Uwu. Now it's Mikey's turn to. What is this? A fucking Mike from Five Nights at Freddy's? What? Girl, what the fuck? Wow, we're at question 41 now. Really hitting big numbers here. Tell me, dear test taker, how are you feeling right now taking this quiz? This will affect your results. I'm excited to know my result. How do you snore based on vibes? Oh. Honk shoe, snork, me. I'm a honk shoe. I just can perfectly hear that noise in my head. And, guys, I'm a honk shoe, right? You guys have heard me snore. You've heard me snore. I'm a honk shoe. When in public reading smut fluff, can you keep your face? Yes, I can. I can definitely do that. Yes, for both. Which fan fiction site do you use to read on? Wattpad was what I would read stuff on. What's your favorite animal? Wolf, baby! What? Welcome. Good to see you, test taker. So you've been assigned to Stoic Omega. What does that mean for you? Stoic Omegas tend to suppress their feelings, preferring to pretend they don't need an alpha at all. However, you deep down still want someone to take your problems away from you. Anyways, maybe stop repressing your emotions and get therapy. You would excel in teaching jobs or jobs involving children. You're able to be firm with children, but also loose enough to have fun and relate with them. It would be uncomfortable at first, but with a good mentor, you'd ease right into it. As a Stoic Omega, you're most compatible with a dominant alpha, a caring beta, protective beta, and an aggressive omega. Okay, well. Well. So anyways, BioShock. Let's go raid my other thing. I'll do a member stream where I take the BDSM test. Because I haven't done that yet. Anyways, well, see you then.